Everyone needs compassion, a love that's never failing. Let mercy fall on me. Everyone needs forgiveness, the kindness of the Savior, the hope of nations. The Savior.
This is Chariot.
Hello, good afternoon, good evening, good morning. Baby, we are here Chariot TV if you know Yama Akwaba. Midi Eddie Derek Danso na ene enkoma yedi no and I send the media yedi no a Bible answers. Na send your money no Bible answers the media no ye share ye jebre for Bible. Ye bisa questions nipa dodo na ebisa na assemble quiet taika pa ne say if you have questions the Bible has the answers. Remember if it's asking we say Eda. Now and then question that no so ye di ho ye ba be di ho komo no. When is the rapture? Rapture. If you want to ho asem. Brebenya. Na then put na Bible no e ka fa sa asem we say ho. Eno ho komo ene ye be di na send your munim say ne da no ye wo preacher baako e wo ye nchen. Church of Christ preacher watena Bible ho ote sa topic we say asi na question afoforo de bae no ye gina so no ye yi ano enti se wa ye krado a ye de ne beba na ye ne no edi nkomo na answer kra no me kai we say so wunya subscribe to Chariot TV a bomodin a sisie a ye kase ya ye ne sa emaye say uko YouTube and say uko Facebook a no bomodin a no wa follow Chariot TV say u follow we a ubetimi like program aye na say we ni je ho a so what questions be obetimi dey ato comment section ni be gina so na ye yiwa no and afei unya follow you on WhatsApp channel so a unya search Chariot TV WhatsApp channel honum na ubehu ye wo ho program aye ye bo se link no eda honum se na be ya ubetimi ni ye hia na ye di enkomo enti se wa ye krado a ye ne ye preacher be sha ase na ye twetwe enkomo ye mo akwa aba ase ye nheda until nkan yi se
Yenya, otimi nka.
afede ye te wonka ai na bibi aboko
Bia boko na say.
Nyankopɔ adaroma enkomo a ye di no ende no your question on Bible answer see ye questions do no you say when is the rapture no brebe ya na de di kan kra e pese wo de ye sha ase ni say ye ka rapture na nkasa what is it na ye wura adesuani
So, ma me fa akonya su na me nda ahwefo nyina asese odan da nyina mo gibre na me nda wasese o makonya na me ne anuanom mo isu na kokon asem on Bible answers. You didn't kind say ubusa say when is the rapture? Ebia na se ne ada o ye no ebia na obi anya time bi anhwe video na nto aso.
exactly
Ancient nipa nyina so say there is nothing like rapture. The concept of rapture is not biblical. In Bible, so any Bible
asema o kan so pa o
yeah. And as we go alongside, you benya a clear understanding of
exactly
anything you see actually. So that is where I shall say making again to say the concept and issues, a blade. But say now okay, we shall see now okay say what we are to rapture dano. It's the point is that it's one of the most popular doctrines will be as here people in the Christendom, but
yeah
false. One of the popular but false doctrine. Popular but false doctrine. Nipa church. Yes, people will be rigid. Well, there's a rapture, there's going to be a rapture. There's going to be this people will be rigid. But in Bible, so Bible and churches are Bible and cancer, and it's false from that. But even the entire false, no, from that standpoint. But I mentioned why we so in history, 1988, 1988, there was one man, Anna Oye NASA engineer. Na or the Juma Atono retired at that time. Na if an Edgar na the retire I will not retire no and or publish 2 books in 1988. The first book was that 88 reasons why 88 reasons why there will be why the rapture will be in 1988. 88 reasons why the rapture will be in 1988. And also publishing another book on borrowed times. On borrowed times. During that time period, within 1988, people were thinking that, well, papa yi de saa vim ne hyɛ mu de atoro yi hyɛ aseɛ pushi kyerɛ nipa sɛ, well, rapture no happen 1988. In fact, ɔsɛtee 2 dates a ne calculation mu no, n'adwene mu no, ɔhwɛ Bible no mu din a wasese ahunu sɛ saa bere sei ana rapture no bɛsie. He said that on September 3rd, 11th na rapture bɛsi, anaasɛ on September 13th. So the rapture was supposed to happen in 11th September 1988 or 13th September 1988. That was his prediction. I'll share it. And from all the reading in your man became fan of he is so confident that he said that he bet on his life. Ubia one year rapture and I said he is betting that concept on his life. But today
me question bi answer na what was to say on betting on his life bro car saa asem yi say and I was actually 2 books on it
yeah, sure, 2 books, yeah.
Yes, on the concept me gidi say ka ho na ma say na o kan na ma na be very popular concept no. Me me bisa o did he face a strong opposition and I say how was
Certainly.
it?
Certainly, there is always omo nim no kre abrebia mu. One a open no kre ewo ho, and always they will always push the concept that ade a okay no kre. But the truth of the matter is say most people believed Edgar. Most people believed him. And
Because of betting the life for Honana.
No, it's simply because we see humans are we are predisposed to accepting ideas that are out of the place, are weird. Look at an area say we. So we can't assume who before Bible one, then it catches a fire and people start believing in him, and there seems to be last time I watched on YouTube, probably also on the post to heaven. Now on the tree of life on a guy on a bomb. I mean, weird stuff.
And you get people are moving.
Yeah, and there's one man I realized that saying now trend on social media say also akọ heaven. We could do 14 days or so or heaven or all this thing. My point is that people are predisposed to believing weird stuff. Are they out of the place? No, okay. Nipa no di mom sense kind of person. So certainly he had oppositions from people. Now catching and say, well, and I say but he made a lot of money. If my memory serves me right, he sold. In fact, he first of all sold I think 30,000 copies. Or not even so. Someone bought it and was sending my preachers American. I said, more American, and he sent a lot of copies. He sold millions of copies of that book. He made profit though, but he was a false prophet. So he was a false prophet who made a profit out of his book, and that was
that's a bad.
It's a false prophet who made profit.
Who made a lot of profit.
And the point is that he made these things and people started buying them. And the sad thing is that at that time he died early part of 2001. That was when he died. Just that time and the predictions he became so down and still, but still he didn't he said that I think he even wrote another book where he chronicled that the rapture will be on some series of years or did you say within that time period still rapture and we are in 2024 the rapture is still not in and not
what say he or in a life at all so but with his life say it's supposed to happen and sometimes especially see where one of what did say Yankopon one thing I'm mostly a man for tie no who was any panel people believe him because now say I'm okay the own team come true supposedly a man of God why will a man of God lie even though in the life come part of so it means it's supposed to happen. Since people are still finding ways to defend such a person. What can you say? Maybe I will be a person who say Okay, also concept no any biblical concept.
Yeah, I'll go there, but let me add
What's
another
the
more.
definition?
Yeah,
Okay,
I'll go there.
definition.
I'll go the definition, but let me add
Okay,
something in addition to it. In a
all
you
right.
get the concept that the idea of say rapture, those things, have been popular in the world, and
Mm-hmm.
it's one of the most popular doctrine. The Christendom,
Yeah.
but the whole concept of Adventism or Adventist issue, doctrine, hangs on the issue of rapture. You know that the word
SDA.
Advent, yeah, say Advent means say coming. But
Yes.
chief wanna say memene da kwanhwefo. You get the idea. They are
Yeah.
memene da kwanhwefo. They are Adventists. They are 7 day Adventists. Memene da kwanhwefo. So they build their whole system from 1844 coming down. You realize that they are preoccupied with date setting. Even Uko history,
Mm-hmm.
so Jehovah Witnesses are people like that. Jehovah
Yeah.
for they were known
Several dates. I mean.
they were known for several dates, but the sad thing was that I brought almost predicted no. Now they retired from date setting. What can publish it, but some retired from date setting. Strangely, they will come back. But the truth of the
Yeah.
matter is that the rapture is one of the doctrines that are popular. Anyway, this is what I catch on.
Yeah.
But when you ask a question, is that what is the word rapture? They didn't kind of definition, and they say the word rapture is from a Latin word.
Mm.
The word is like the word Lucifer is from a
Yes.
Latin word. It's from a Latin origin. Rapture is from a Latin origin, which means to snatch or
To snatch.
to snatch. So shim bibi. The tree no
Mm.
class oshimbre.
Yeah.
You have noticed that tree obi or tree about all kasa about rapture. So oshimbre ne ba oshimbre. That is the idea, the
Okay.
connotation. Say the rapture. Rapture means to snatch or to be caught up. That is the word
Mm-hmm.
rapture.
To be
But
caught
yeah,
up.
yes. So you can say rapture no. The whole idea in it is a doctrine. It is the sudden secret coming of Jesus Christ in the air.
Mm-hmm.
Yesu ba ebeba mpofiri mu obeba. Ana obeba
Okay.
e kokuam obi ehunu nti asasefo obi na ehunu we will be going our normal duty ni ade. But oba be sinsen wiem obi ehunu. Na wahwim ene de ohwim be no wasnache the saint ahotefo no afiri wiase. Na ahotefo a ohwim mo afiri wiase no ahotefo a omote ase.
Mm-hmm.
And some even go extend of saying that ahotefo a ewu. So the living saints and the dead saints. The
Living saints and dead saints.
yes, ahotefo a ote ase na ahotefo. I mean Christians. That is I mean to make it broader. Christians.
Yeah.
One more only one more ase. It's interesting, Omo churches anu gidi say Omo a live before the cross of Jesus Christ. That is from Adam time to Jesus Christ to new our seniors. Those people who lived within that period they are not part of the people he will first snatch up.
Mm.
There are some who believe that.
Omonka.
They believe that those who will be snatched up will be the people are yes new wachi. So some shall say Acts chapter 2. See that issue will happen. Then they will be caught up or snatched up into the into the air secretly. Normal call.
Mm.
Now,
Now,
for some period, and they are divided on it. Some say that they will be caught up for 3.5 years, and some say 7 years. 7 years as we know it on earth here. I just have to be clear on that. So because 7 years as we know on earth here, or 3.5
okay.
years as we know on earth here, and that is their issue. Omoka
Na ɛno no na mepɛ sɛ mebisa so ɔmo wɔ wo sɛ sometimes amanfoɔ kyerɛ nkyerɛkyerɛ sei no a ɔmo tae pɛ Bible verse na ɔmo de
Yeah, they
adjustify
have.
deɛ ɔmo de ka no nti ɛno bɛyɛ first one sɛ Bible verse bɛyɛ na yɛ a ɔmo tae de justify but
Yeah,
second one na menim a mate a mepɛ sɛ woboa me ne sɛ yɛwɔ university no one of these denomination for na ɔmo echo round preachy or halls no. Bibisa baako question we ani edi nkomo na ochire me say rapture no ye were different types. There obi ane ne de na ono no de na all ka no the Bible ka ho asem say obehwim won no ne Yesu akodi de wo wiem ono no de a all ka no nti minim say sonsonie bi obetima abo am yehu san sonsonie ye no e na passage na omo de ye no na afi ye wrem.
So the first so the na me kan etwa adwina so say they are disagreements on it. They are disagreement, but they really can catch it genuinely what they believe. Say be better say yen situate rapture no in a proper context. Make a proper context and the person me say rapture no is part of what we call in theology dispensationalism.
Dispensationalism.
Yeah, dispensational theology. And in fact, among the churches of Christ, so as dispensations are, we mean the patriarchy, the Mosaica, and the Christian age.
Yes.
That is three dispensations. But in a denominational world, that is not it. So Google now search dispensation. What Google will show you is not what you know in the Bible. Because dispensations is a denominational dogma. And I want to show you a timeline of how they view the word. Dispensations.
Okay.
Anyhow, if you can show me a picture, good. From so in dispensational theology, there are a lot of things that has happened. It be at the time of wait time. But now, as we speak now, in a denominational mind, we are in the church age.
Church age.
In fact, in dispensational theology, church age, they categorize it in different phases. They use Revelation chapter 2 and 3. The churches that are there. They or more the Ephesus period. The first last episode. Yes, we can say they don't look at Ephesus as a congregation. They meant that it was a period, a time period where the church was behaving. They lost their love. Then they go to the Pergamum. In their mind, at the moment, they think that we are in the Laodicean period.
I think say yakwa evangelism ma mi bia ka asem we da na that time no na me nte sa statement no so obi ka say revelation wa chichemu church bia ye a time period na ba ku bi okan a na me nyante sa de na say but okan na me say adi de ntimi nye no kore o say okan revelation a o say okan into grasshoppers and one now describe it or say and helicopters ne aeroplanes na ba wi ase no.
Yeah,
people carry that and he say Mami ase mo okay there. Me nyantra Bible ko be say nya no kore entimi nya no kore.
Yeah, so the issue is that there are people who believe that even the church into a picture na also now the church age, the dispensational beliefs separating into 7 stages. So I said there was 7 churches in Asia Minor. No? Those 7 churches depict 7 periods or 7 timelines within the church lifestyle. So there were a infant, there were youth, and I say a adolescent. The church period, and so I. Now, they say there will be a rapture at the end of the church period. If you screen this here, you see there's a line, the first line here, the rapture of the church.
Yeah.
You have a rapture church, from the time a church, you have a rapture, every assassin, a copy time, yes, to best have a view.
Yes. Rapture of the church, send you the country as you and they say, yes, Yankopon be fat church necessary wait much from their context.
Church Christopher. When he meant the church, he meant a Christopher. So Yankopon yes to hanging in the skies. And when he's in the skies where nobody can see him, he will be snatching the Christians, the church members.
Not just say, wow, we are senior own church and the wood.
Yeah, the point is that we won't even notice. We will notice that there is massive missing people. Nipa will be we are that. But yeah, we can't account for it. Why are there so many people we are say now so now so
me person me ti bibia se na chese sa bre no na chese wiase da so wo ho sa na person me
yes,
bisa
I be na wiase da so.
bibia ko so boko
Exactly. Na bibia da so koso. So
okay,
it's
okay,
into obesnachi one enya nkwa ni free and the church ni free wiase mu a the world will be living because he has a plan for the world. Or plan for the world. The world will be living at that time.
yeah,
What would I be saying? In the obesnachi wiase a na the world is still living at that time. Now we are
okay.
living, no. Then the obey say, now from the time or snatching to the time yes, it's a 7-year period called the period of tribulation, the year of tribulation. How near the adebeba within that time period. Within that time period,
and no say how many years?
7 years. That is their timeline. You see, so they believe that there will be that, and they vary on that. There are a lot of people are this doctrine there. They believe that the church will be part of the tribulation. So we have more tribulation rapture theory.
That's before the tribulation.
Yes, that is the catcher one. The Makano. They have the mid tribulation rapture theory. I just say in the middle of it, time church suffer near the other. 3.5 years later, now yes, best snatch it. The tribulation is start here. 3.5 years later, now yes, best snatch church nephew. Then the great tribulation continues for 3.5 years. There are people like that.
Wait there, Mr. O say what be a concept be so but me person boy na yedomo su kokakra. For example, West now we use to know ye pese yete wase. Tribulation no eno na eyedien ena make pre-tribulation you may say no ya discuss about the rapture of the church no. And no apart from say offer according to our church and the church no edi o makono. One church ben also Christians by no be
so
two,
they
two apart from some de omo kono eno ano no ana bibi besi bio.
Yeah, bibi besi bio. So that is where I was coming to. So my main comment on tribulation. Like I said, tribulation here. Tribulation simply means here. You read the book of Revelation, you realize that here is spoken in the book of Revelation. It's in the book of Revelation at the Battle of Armageddon. You see that Armageddon, tribulation, all those things are launched up in dispensational theology. Good. But sa concept na mu na ba. Indeed, the pray, you can't be a prayer, it means before. Made means happen. Time I didn't cost na cost. And a post means after. In the more church said, and son of here and beba no yesu ba be yi omo ye a Christopher the church because a Christopher the church that the person in denominational circles they count evangelicals as Christians. They count, yes, he will come and snatch them from the world. That is a pre-tribulation rapture theorist. And obia oye made no so gidi say ahuyehia ne be hyase but a hyase Abraham here ne koso for 3.5 years na manfo ho kire omo huhia omo no na Yesu abesnatch a Christopher no afri emu. Then the great tribulation continues.
Ti ahuhia ne ye make an say enye economy ni na ayedin but eno ye I say Egypt plague na nyame de ba omo so
yeah, exactly. It usually the book of Revelation. They like going to Revelation. Revelation. They show pictures of dragon and beast way and what way be and tutu men and sanimano. That is the idea where it is coming from. And the other part and say the other theorists say no, as soon no befa tribulation, no befa how ne mu after the tribulation na Nyankopon be found. Yes, be found you snatch them out of
ebi mu be bre but omo so ye ba be form akọ.
So some rapture theorists believe that the church will undergo tribulation. Some believe that the church will not undergo tribulation. And some believe that the church will suffer the tribulation for a short time before they are raptured.
Okay.
You see the idea? Yes. The rapture, when it's raptured, then Jesus Christ will come again. When he comes again, he will convert all the Jews and sit in Jerusalem, and the millennia happens. Millennia, 1,000 years, 1,000 year reign of Jesus Christ on earth will happen before
Millennium.
millennia. Yeah, millennia period, reign of
Say yes,
Jesus
we have
Christ.
1,000 years.
Yeah, it was as so.
Enti
And Sana,
me bo. Enti se obi ever ne se me ni obi di nkomo. Se madam fi
yeah,
a make say nipa ya make so be preach e o campus no. Enti ono no sa no so oka concept of oka rapture na.
mm-hmm.
Ebia na on share ne nso se enema bebre na hyehyem.
Yeah,
Ono no fa ne ba akopɛ sɛ yɛbɛfa yakɔ anaasɛ yɛbɛfa wɔ hɔ a na yɛhwɛ mu obi kɔ because sɛ ɔne obi a panyin bi a na obi a wate concept we di nkɔmɔ a I think say ɛyɛ adeɛ a wɔn tae kapaa sɛ ohwim ne bɛba na
Ushimbre.
yɛba bɛhwim mu ɔmo akɔ waka sɛ yɛbɛkɔ Bible passage ni so but
Yeah,
so far deɛ wɔde mahwɛ abɛsi sisie no kyerɛ sɛ so obi mpo ka sɛ ɔgye concept of rapture ne di a atwa sɛ ɔgye saa nneɛma wei nyinaa di ɛyɛ like ne nyinaa bom baako anaasɛ nipa no bɛtumi
yes,
agye baako na di na agye sɛ
no.
deɛ aka no di.
Ni nyinaa ebubomu, like they are all linked together. Now, the thing say, so only obi kasa na church rapture. They didn't come on no nkyerɛ what he mean by it. Because the word, the problem is not with the word rapture itself. Of course, the word rapture is a Latin word. The Bible teach that we will be caught up. That is in the Bible. And but it's the concept that surrounds the word rapture. No? Any the issue they teach about it. No? That is the problem. So they make sure. To go deeper in a canon, the first thing I'm a person for the word there is English Bible, there is nowhere the word rapture appears in the Bible, in the English Bible. There's nowhere. Unlike Lucifer, where it is mistranslated in there, dumped in there. The word rapture does not appear in any standard translation of the Bible. No standard translation, unless it's a commentary or someone's paraphrase or
one man translations maybe
like Scofield and those translations now oma advance it and also popularize it, the concept of rapture in a manner. Then you will find those things in there and they may say. But it's interesting to note, say as a function say there is no English, there's no verse in the Bible where the word rapture appears. That is not in of itself is not a problem because there are so many truths. No credible Bible more. So word, the word for it is not in the Bible. One more example.
Yeah.
The word autonomy is not found in the Bible. You won't read the word autonomy in the Bible. There's no passage, no single passage that has the word autonomy in there. Just that the concept of autonomy is found in the Bible.
Established. Yeah.
In the Bible. The concept of autonomy of the local congregation is established in the Bible. Good. The idea of Trinity, of course, people like to use the word Godhead, but the word Trinity itself does not appear in the Bible. The word disfellowship does not appear in the English Bible. Have you see that?
Yeah.
The word that doesn't appear in our English Bible. Nowhere in our English Bible do we have the word disfellowship. So the fact is that the word rapture does not appear in the Bible. It doesn't suggest that it's false. It's not too much a problem. But you see, the first time I read, now I used to read this when I was growing up, SS days and stuff like that. Now, first time me encounter will be our churches and I'm catching and said the word rapture doesn't appear in the Bible. The person was shocked. Hey, really? And the person, he used to Google. You see, Google. Then when you Google that the word rapture in the Bible, it gave the person a verse. The verse was 1 Thessalonians. You read that passage, 1 Thessalonians 4. That's one of their key passages, 1 Thessalonians 4.
Yes. The
word was not in the English text. So I was able to get out around with it. So me call, there was a preacher and close by. So I went to his library and I was reading. In fact, I asked him about it. He confused me the more. I'm confused so much. He didn't explain the things. He said a lot of things which today I know is false. But he said a lot of things that are not wrong, incorrect. But it confused me a lot. And the man here so much confused was buying expository dictionary.
Okay.
Let me show you. I have a copy here. This is mine.
Say sometimes we
This,
a question na boys are just say combine.
yeah, sir.
As I say we was a ko check o bie vine ni mo so oni vine ko hu da.
Yeah, this one, this caused me confusion, but this not the original one. I'm reading film. This that was the preacher's own. This is my own copy, but let me show you.
Okay.
Interesting. Maybe I'm a can say this. The page is this is my new. This is a new. It's a recent version. It's
Okay.
166. Under the heading of hapazo, there's a Greek word called hapazo, which means to snatch.
Pazo.
It means to snatch. And this no kind of saying, I'm reading or say to snatch or to catch away is said of the act of the Spirit of the Lord in regards to Philip in Acts chapter 8, verse number 38. Okay, I say Philip no.
Yes.
Abra Philip ni Ethiopian no kini ejuma no yehwim no. Nti Vine is telling us that the word caught up or snatch or seize is used in that passage. Perfect.
Yeah.
And out what say of Paul being caught up in paradise. So he gave us a second reference from Second Corinthians chapter 12, verse number 2 to 4. That Paul was caught up in the first heaven. Perfect. Nobody disagree with that. But the next line, a problem though, or say of the rapture of the saints at the return of the Lord. First Thessalonians chapter 4, verse number 17. Of the rapture of a man in the child of a man of child in the vision of Revelation chapter. You see, so the first time he said that word rapture appeared in there, I was amazed. How did they put the word rapture in there?
Yeah.
Though the text doesn't have the word rapture there. I mean, the First Thessalonians chapter 4 now all canon doesn't have the word rapture in there. But then I mentioned the problem is not with the word missing in the text. The problem is the concept that is being taught is missing in the Bible. It's not taught in the Bible. So we believe, and the Bible teach that the Christians or the righteous or the saved will be caught up with the Lord in heaven. That in the air. That is taught. But the concept of rapture and church, the name of rapture and church is not what is found in the Bible. The name of church one. They believe that cutting happens. Yes,
Yes.
one, it will be secret.
Okay.
That is something.
Me go. Me patch me ba. Not just say at this point, you know, can person ke be kind First Thessalonians, no na man clear kakra.
Yeah, First Thessalonians.
We are now my points now. Yeah, they say these are the points that show say
Exactly.
Yes. See, First Thessalonians 4:13. No?
Yeah.
But I do not want you to be ignorant, brethren, concerning those who are fallen asleep, lest you sorrow as others who have no hope. For if we believe that Jesus died and rose again, even so, God will bring him with those who sleep in Jesus. 15. For this we say to you by the word of the Lord, that we who are alive and remain until the coming of the Lord will by no means precede those who are asleep. For the Lord himself will descend from heaven with a shout, with the voice of an archangel, and with the trumpet of God, and the dead in Christ will rise first. 17. Then we who are alive and remain shall be caught up together with them in the clouds to meet the Lord in the air, and thus we shall always be with the Lord. Therefore, comfort one another with these words. Amen.
Amen. So the point, the problem, the issue is that they use the phrase "caught up" here.
Caught up. Rap.
And
Guy in say rap tea or can body ni bibi today. Rap tea bibi.
no. It's hapazo. The word here is hapazo. That's the Greek. There's nothing like
The
rapido.
Latin, no. I say
Rapitio.
Yeah.
Rapito. That is it in Latin. But the word here, caught up here, is the Greek word for hapazo.
Yeah.
Yeah, which means to be caught up or to be snatched or to be seized. That's, and I make sure I say that is something that the Bible teaches, that the Christians will be caught up. Just that the concept and Nyoma or the church rapture no, Anna in Bible. So when they say rapture, there are things that they mean when they say rapture. One, and I'm sure so that Jesus Christ coming will be a secretive coming. In fact,
Okay.
casual reading of this text here suggests that that will not be secret.
Yeah.
Because how can it be secret when there will be a trumpet of the Lord?
It can be possible.
How can there be secret when there will be a shout?
Yes.
How can there be a secret when there will be a voice of the archangel?
Mm-hmm.
In fact, someone have said that the most loudest verse in the whole Bible is this passage.
Yes. With the
Bible passage,
shout
yeah,
of an archangel
the
and the
pentium pa,
trumpet of God.
yeah, the pentium pa, verse First
16.
Thessalonians chapter 4,
Verse
verse number
16.
16 and 17.
Yeah.
So how can someone teach that idea? Say there will be a secret cutting up. This is someone they believe that what take care na yeshimobi
Yeah.
yeshimobi na driver na yeshim no dia o na Christo na yeshim na mo kwa na the car is driverless. Oh, driver bi antim na say mo nyina mo aso ayehye no ana mo plane mu a mo drive mo we flight bompa ye na bia pilot no so e Christo
Oya
ni
dia
dia
na okona aka mo nko
e
a.
Christo ni dia mo aso ayehye onye Christo ni dia mawu ɛbɛka ma owiem hɔ na mo tu ara ne sɛ mokɔ. But some people suggested that those who believe in the rapture no should not be given license to drive because some believe in
Aha.
who believe in rapture ne deɛ then it means that could be wadwene bɛ wɔ sɛ rapture ne bɛba deɛ a na ɛsɛ wo no wobɛkɔ ama master
O
car na
drive ya na obekọ si accident.
yeah. So they were arguing that they should not be given driver's license on that count. But the first thing I'm which they teach, they believe we will come to how to show that these things are false. But the first thing is that they believe that the rapture will be a secretive and a sudden. I mean, it depends on the Bible is true on that, but it will be a secretive picking up of Jesus. Yes, for then the
Yeah.
world will be doing. The other thing they
Eh,
believe that the
aka
world
maybe
the world
on that na no quotation baako a mate sɛ ɔmo ka sɛ bi abɛ comment on that Matthew 24.
yeah, Matthew 24. We will comment on that. Matthew 24,
Okay.
verse number 30. We will comment on
Eight.
those passages. Don't worry. I just want
Yes.
to open up Senebea. That's an abia we can delve deep into why it is false.
Okay.
Why
And
that doctrine.
yeah, the Matthew 24 no but wɔ yɛ sɛ ahwɛ a na obi de abɛto comment section nim sɛ yɛankɛn no.
Yeah, we will talk
Enti,
about if you do talk
yeah,
about most of it. In fact, this passage, First Thessalonians now,
sure.
we have not started talking about it. Yeah, what is Paul telling us here? What is Paul talking about in the Rebecca and Wansem? I just want to open up Neoma Mujidia Senebea. The concept will be clear in your mind that this is what is called rapture, and this is why it is false, like that. And
Yeah.
the second thing, so they said, you see, they believe that the world will still be moving on. So there will be
Yeah.
people living on earth still for a period. Some believe that a 7-year period, some believe that a 3.5-year period. Oh, once the rapture has happened, which the Bible don't teach that.
Yeah.
Bible in churches are so that is also something they believe. There's another thing they believe also is that they believe that more of like Jesus Christ will come the second coming, your part A and your part B. They don't want to admit that they believe that the second coming that will be a third coming because yes, we since a woman and the second coming,
Ɔsan akɔba bio after tribulation
and the
na.
third coming, but they don't want to accept that issue. So they say that that first coming is a part A, more of like a part A and a part B of his coming. Second coming, had a part A and a part B.
Ɛsɛ Yesu mayɛ no na yɛde adane Kumawood movie part 1 and part 2.
Exactly. So they have that churches. So these are things that comes into the idea of rapture. That it is so only obi kasa well. Do you believe in the rapture? That is what he means. He doesn't mean that do you believe that Christians and other Christians will be caught up in the air. That is taught in the Bible. The Bible use the word caught up. So and now person we will agree with that. But the concept of rapture itself is the issue. It's like the issue of predestination. You see, when the denomination says predestination, it means differently from what the Bible is teaching. Though the Bible has there's a word predestination in the Bible, but it means differently from the denominational mind when the person is saying it. So that is a bit of it. We will delve
Interesting.
deep in, go passages by passages, and also show why we know that what they are saying is incorrect from the Bible standpoint. But my main Kai will say I've written an article on it on gospelbroadcast.org. Yeah, is
Yeah.
it the yeah? To just search gospel broadcast, just add them together, gospel broadcast. Then you can add my name, Jonathan Mensah Bonsu. It will pop up. The site will pop up. When the site show up, go and search for would there be a rapture or something like that. It will pull out.
And
Then
now
you can
about rapture quite not true din ka ho a. The articles are actually found in beba.
yeah, it will show up, definitely show up on there.
Yeah. And highlighting on that, no, now me the way so trim say the journal no out, the spotlight journal. This
Yeah.
journal, me copy the hard copy. No, Jonathan. So when you know hard copy, but more than you hard copy, but more than
Second,
you
stop no catching me so mom in Saka, but
oh,
me
Accra deliveries no week when you Accra deliveries in say when Sanya Kaya on Sabeka. Aye, it is say that a very, very well written and design also a very nice pa. So we share topics na cover no. Your featured article from Jonathan Mensah Bones, is there a distinction between the gospel and the doctrine? What is the gospel? Sharing the gospel effectively and urgently. What is the fate of those who do not hear the gospel? Did the man named Jesus Christ really live? And there was spotlight on the verse. Your Bible verse back on your church, and your Bible puzzle, crisscross puzzle, name other interesting things are a work journal. And this is the first one, Abba. Yankopo ya aduma after the first quarter we say no. Next one, the banana. Adofo epeso omo saka no omo so say tumi akabi. Next subject na say theme I hear very interesting. It say obeje bre na obehwe nko ade I believe say ebeboa. Yo, na me kai will say wunya share video no ema fofra na obomoden na wa share ma fofra nkomo anne ye di ye no na ye hwe say so rapture no when is it? And so what the chini di nkomo a ubon say your brother wa boy me etumi enya munti ase yie pa na ye nyanko ye question baako me hu say question bi aba enti say ye betumi ahwe first one comment about you say I joined a bit late, but I don't know if you talked about it. This from Alex Oseyebua, that people say there will be two people grinding on a stone and one would be taken and the other left behind. A husband and a wife will be on bed and one will be taken with the other left behind. Please, how do we account for this Bible test? Okay.
yeah.
Minimum pass a short comment, but send your
Yeah, short
kind.
comment is the Matthew 24. Matthew is the passage in here, Matthew 24 now, which okay, you know, which
Yeah.
I said that we will talk
Who's
about it.
I say I will be the baby.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, it's true. We will talk about Matthew 24 and we will talk
Yes.
about first Thessalonians chapter 4. Then we will look at other passages as well. So it's their popular passages. So we look at their pretext. That's what you call it, pretext. Passages that they use to defend that issue. Then we will comment on why it can mean what they mean and
Yeah.
talk about it. Probably next
That is
time we'll be here.
excellent. And comment be about by and so Joel on the yadana sepa my love ne fire. And now Kumasi Central Church of Christ said I must say I say may God bless you all. Okay, comments now bano from Yenya William or say good job. I believe sir, how can I get one? No? It's in reference to journal. No? Journal no free, we have free delivery. Soft copy say free, but open hard copy say now for the printout no 40 cedis into between and open say unya number ewo honom. Okay, your website now you can get a copy, but you can also get it by contacting this number. Or contact this number we say you better print a copy now you send it. In your name, you can find out if you have a bigger printing press. I'll be to sponsor me. Printing more copies for more people. I will be very excited to do that. But for now, the print, hard copy, design, and it has very, very hard paper. And it's so here that is 40 cedis. But Unisika so any problem, you can order na a soft copy na send you free of charge on the same number na you meet the soft copy no send you into sana ete. Thank you very much for joining us. God bless you. My name is Derek Danso, and today we had a conversation. When is the rapture? When is the rapture? Onyankopon yɛ adom ɛna yɛne a preacher Jonathan Mensah Bonsu from Committee 8 and 9 Church of Christ. Yɛne ne di dwumadie ɛnnɛ. Nti sɛ wo nso a yɛne wo di dwumadie no yɛda wo ase paa. Kɔpem sɛ bɛhyia biom next week Wednesday. Kai say if you have questions, the Bible has the answers. Yakram.